Hi, my name is Sherry, and this is Crossboatin', a place where magical people meet. And this is going to be your horoscope for April 2018 for the Native American Zodiac. We start the month out with the sun in the sign of the hawk, and the hawk is very active, very proactive kind of sign, so there's a lot of energy with this. It's also the beginning of spring, and things are starting to grow and starting to expand, and this is a great time to initiate things in your life, start maybe a new exercise regime or a new diet or something along those lines. It's a great time to also start a new garden, get a few little tomato seeds going on the windowsill in the kitchen. It's also a good time to start thinking about the whole rest of the year. Since it's the beginning of the year, this is a great time to think about your plans and what you want to accomplish this year. On the 20th, we go into the next sign, which is the otter. The otter, he's very competent, but he's more about making the trains run on time. The otter, he's sort of like worried about sharpening the blade on the mower, you know, that sort of thing. So this is more of where you put your energy, possibly to make money, like not just clearing out the garage, but have a yard sale with all that stuff, make some money. The otter loves to make money. So the moon has a new moon on the 16th in the hawk. This is again about that movement and precise timing, the way a hawk dives after a little mouse or something. This is a great time to really strike for what you want. The full moon on the 30th, this is more of a culmination. It's in the snake. The snake is a healing sign. It's also it's considered a deep, dark kind of sign. The snake understands kind of the deep, dark, shadowy side of people. So when you have a full moon and a culmination in this, you might come to a point where you're really, maybe your psychic abilities are a little more heightened and you're seeing the underneath of a situation. It's a good time to trust your instincts about things. That's on the 30th. Okay, Mercury starts in the hawk retrograde. Oh, everybody hates that. But Mercury retrograde is a good time to go back over things and perfect them. So look at retrogrades as useful to help you refigure out things. By the 15th, it's already direct. In the hawk, the Mercury wants stimulation, so normal, ordinary life just seems boring to the hawk, to be honest. So with Mercury going direct on the 15th, this is a great time to fill the brain with maybe read a new book, find some new stimulation, listen to some new music, get into something that's going to make you think about the bigger world. And it'll be in the hawk for the rest of the month. Venus is going to be in the otter. This is Venus, your planet of love, and the otter. He's very diligent and very constructive and very enterprising. Not necessarily the big wowzer like a salmon or something, but so Venus just plods along with the otter. On the 25th, goes into the deer, which is very sweet, but a little more superficial and a little more manipulative. So beware after the 25th 5th with that Deer energy of people, not necessarily for bad reasons, but try to communicate. If there's any doubt about something, clear it up with communication. Communication will solve the problem there. Mars is in the Goose. The Goose is a great sense of timing, great sense of direction. Think of the Goose having to navigate thousands of miles. They're tough and strong. So with Mars energy here, joining Saturn, joining Pluto, who are already in the Goose, this is a great time to really bring together all the constructive elements in your life for things and projects that you've been trying to accomplish. You've got a lot of wind in your sails now with Mars moving into the Goose. The Jupiter is in Lucky Snake, Lucky Jupiter. It's retrograde though, so that healing is turned more inward rather than healing others. You're healing yourself. This is a time for renewal. Let go of destructive attachments. Our attachments are what usually gives us the most heartache. By letting go of these energy drains and no-win situations, we can lighten our load and we can look forward to the future better. The future, which is going to have a lot more promise. There's always a new season coming, and there's a lot of fish in the sea. So this is a really great time to just take a deep look inside and see what things we need to let go of. Saturn in the Goose, I mentioned. It's easier to toughen up and make changes with this Saturn. It's this very strong Saturn position in the Goose. This Goose energy really helps us. Saturn's kind of a life legacy planet. It's like the lessons you've learned in your life. So with this energy, especially with Mars now joining into the Goose, great time to find true north in your life. What is your true north? It's a great time to think about that right now. Uranus is in the Hawk. The Hawk is not easily impressed, and Uranus is like a planet of chaos. It's like a generational planet that moves very slow, but it's considered the planet of revolution and chaos and stuff. But it's not easily impressed. The Hawk, if you think he can sit up on a branch, I've seen them out like next to a field, sitting stoic for hours and hours, just sitting, just waiting for that one little mouse to come along. And then they dive in instantly in a flash and capture the thing that they're after. So this is a funny kind of energy that, yes, it is the Hawk, with the sun in the Hawk and everything, joining Uranus in the Hawk. There is this amount of energy of getting things, striking it, but you want to be targeted. You want to be strategic. Think of that hawk that just sits stoically on the branch, just waiting. And then when the time is right, that's that kind of energy. Neptune is been in the Wolf for a long time. This is Neptune's kind of a spiritual planet. The Wolf is very impressionable. The Wolf is always hungry. The Wolf is the last sign of the Zodiac. I'm a Wolf. The Wolf is usually hungry for information. They learn much about how to satisfy that hunger for their information, and as a result, wolves often have a lot of experience and knowledge that they can share. So often wolves become teachers or mentors or just role models, big sister kind of thing. If you think of the wolf leaving his footprints down the trail, this is like, you don't have to go it alone. The wolf can kind of show you the way. If you're needing to kind of make some decisions, or you don't know which way to go, or you're kind of in a fluid situation, it's best to possibly find a mentor, find someone you can trust that you can really talk to. Join a support group. That's a great place to vent all your frustrations and stuff. Many kinds of support groups now online you can find. This is a great time to absorb that knowledge that others learned the hard way. And the wolf, the Neptune in the wolf, kind of facilitates that better. Pluto is in the goose, been in the goose for a long time. It's a very slow moving generational planet. Pluto is kind of a purging planet, kind of the once it moves through, it completely changes the landscape. It's like a glacier moving through. It completely changes the valley after it's gone. It'll never be the same again. So this generation, you know, that goose finds true north. So this young generation coming, they're finding true north. They're making these sweeping permanent changes in a generational way. And this, by the 22nd, though, it starts to go retrograde. And some of these finding true north again kind of goes internal after the retrograde. What is your own true north? I think that might be the theme of this month. Not a whole lot of aspects that are it's not as crazy as last month, let me say that. We do have, on the 14th, Jupiter sextile Pluto, which is wonderful. The Jupiter is the kind of promoting us to end our self-destructive behaviors. Pluto is helping us to gain a sense of direction and find a new higher power that we can believe in. So we go from just being a user to being an influencer. And this is a great aspect for getting in touch with things around the 14th. The 2nd, we got Mars conjunct Saturn in the goose. That's pretty powerful. Could bring things together in a very constructive way. 7th, we've got, nice, Venus trine Saturn. 12th, Venus sextile Neptune. Then things get a little tense. We got that aspect on the 14th. Then the 18th, Sun conjunct Uranus in the Hawk. 18th, man. That's a day to strike while the fire's hot. And on the 26th, Mars conjunct Pluto in the goose. Wow. That's another time where your energies and your ideas of your sense of direction are all coming together in a conjunct manner this month. So this is a great time to think about those sorts of themes and whatnot. And I really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you can like, share, subscribe. You can subscribe for free, get a little email update. And I look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you.